Hello, this is Bryan.D with my AI Project 4. So I'll just jump right into it. So this is my main file. As you can see, all I do is create an interface screen and call the constructor. This is my interface. All it is a class that calls a constructor, and then the constructor just has a while loop that just prints out the interface and asks the questions and gets input back into it, and then calls the generator however many times the player or the person wanted it called. Okay, so here's my generator file. So we can see it has three functions here. It has its constructor, generate, and print. So here we go. Generator initializing all the values. So here we go. Here's our generate file, and this is where we generate our name. So I use a vector to store all the names that we've already generated if there's more than one name. I use an array to get in all of the names that are used, and I use a string to store the name. So I read in the file. If male, then I read in names boys. If female, I read in names girls. I then run a for loop and add them to the array with the based on the degree, since you can choose the degree in my model. Based on the degree, it adds minuses to the beginning and the end. And then checking to see, I start a loop. It's the main generation loop. And if printed names are less than num, then we continue the loop. Here we go in. Sorry, my mic went out. We check for the, we read in all the letters with the substrings of the name based on the model. And then we check how many there are of each and add them to a hash map of letters, well, letter patterns. And then we go to the next stage and we weight the names, and we weight them out of 1,000. So even if there's a 0.1% chance of it occurring, it'll still show up as 1, so I can do it in ints. Then we do we add the letters back into an array, and that's how I use the chance thing. So it's an array of 1,000. So based on what percentage of it is, it'll generate places in the array that have the corresponding like letters. And then I do a random number out of 1,000, and then I just grab the one that it chooses and I add it on. And if name size, if the last character was a negative, then I check to make sure it hasn't been used. And if it hasn't been used or isn't even if it's novel, then it gets pushed into used, gets printed, and then it adds to the printing. And then it breaks and goes back and does it again. This is my print function. As you can see, it's literally one line. So let's run the program. How many names, or what kind of names? I'll do male. I like the minimum length, 3. Do 7. Go 3. We'll do 4. One thing that kind of slows this program down is that for C++, the random function is not fantastic. So I did the seeding random, but it still tries to do them over and over again. But yeah, it will generate the names. Just kind of takes a while. Yeah, so there's my program. Cool. Thank you.